you're laid off, you don't work for this company, and that's it, because you guys are so arrogant. You refused money. We're just asking for what is worth our work. We worked for extra time, and that's how I got laid off, for asking for what really is my portion. Guys, that's the view outside. I'm currently in the house, and there's a school over there. So guys, I'm currently in my house right now, and it's around what time? Let's see from my phone. It's currently 3:20. So I've been staying in the house for the whole day, and as you can see, guys, I'm just trying to make up my hair. Yeah, so the point of this video is to update you on what has been going on. I know you've read the topic. So guys, I've been laid off from my job. For those who've been following me, you know very well that I've been working at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. I got laid off yesterday, and the reason why I was laid off, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And before I tell you what has been going on, I just want to say thank you so much for those who have been supporting me on this channel. If you're new and watching this video for the first time, please consider subscribing. Please, it won't cost you anything. Please hit that subscription button to help me reach 20,000 subscribers, and also click the like button. There's a airplane. I don't know if you can see it, but it's somewhere over there. Yeah, and that's a school over there, and yeah, it's a busy area outside. So guys, I'm even confused on what is going on in my life right now. I don't know, I'm just feeling confused. I don't know, guys. Let me just sit down here so that, guys, we can talk, because I feel like everything is not just adding up. Because what really happened for me to get laid off is something that I want to tell you, so that you guys can tell me if it's fair or it has happened to you before. You know, this is my 4th job since I left South Africa, since I've been back in Kenya, and I feel like I've been trying to work in different kinds of jobs, and man, life is really hard, I understand, but at some point I thought like this job was gonna sustain me for a while before I get another job and before I finish my school. So without further ado, let me just tell you what really happened. So I've been working for this silent company at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. The way I got there, it was through connection. I have no qualifications for that job. It is actually not a job, but it's just a manual job that I was doing. And what really happened is, so we were given this job to do, and when we were given this job to do, I was with my friends. We were 6 of us who got laid. And what really happened is, when we were given this job, we did it very well, and we did it more extra time than it was supposed to be. So we were supposed to be paid a certain amount of money. So that is the amount of money that we usually get paid. When I'm talking about this story, I feel so emotional, and I feel so heartbroken at the same time. Okay, so I remember we worked from 4 to around 8:30 at night, and while we were there, the boss came Actually, the boss is a big friend of mine, and he gave us the money. He gave one of us, not me, he gave one of us the money. And what really happened is, when the money was given, we were like, boss, this money is not enough. Okay, that's the amount of money that has always been being paid all over the time, but now we've worked like 3 hours extra, so we're expecting them to add money on that amount of money that we usually get paid. And so we told the boss, we're not going to take this money. Okay, we're not gonna get this money from you, because this is not fair. We need more pay for this. We need overtime money. And the boss said, no, this is the money that I have, and my boss is not going to give more extra money. He says you guys should take that amount of money. We're like, no, this is not the money. This is not fair. You can see the job that we worked for like 3 hours extra time. And it was like, I'm not gonna take the money back. Keep the money, or if you don't want to keep the money, do whatever you want with it. So what happened the next day, we gave the money to the guy behind, the senior, the junior to the boss. So we gave the money to the junior of the boss. I don't know if that makes sense. So we have the boss, and then we have the junior, like the assistant to the boss. That's the right word. So the assistant to the boss. We gave the money to the assistant to the boss. And when we gave the money, we went back home. I remember I came home, I had nothing, because I'm always being paid on a daily basis. So that day I had no money. I even got leave to come home. And reaching home, the following day, I went to work. I even walked to work. I walked for like 30 minutes to airport. And getting there, we were like, let's go and claim our money from now the manager. So we went to the manager, and the manager says, you know, there's what we call loyalty. He said, your boss told me that he gave you money and you refused. And because you refused, you guys are laid off. You're gonna get the money that I gave out, that you were given, and you're no longer going to work for this company anymore. So we were like, okay, then you need to give us the extra money then, if you're not going to you're going to lay us off. So he said, but you can get the money. So he's trying to be a sweet talker. He says, you guys need to take the money, that the small amount of money, and you can continue working for the company. So we saw, okay, it's a good deal. If then you're not going to lay us off, if you give us the extra money, then it's okay. We can take the small money, and then from now henceforth, you can start giving us the right amount of money instead of just complicating things. So the boss accepted that we're gonna get the small money. So we went to our boss, got the money, and after getting the money, man, there are people who are so cruel at some point of. So after getting the money, the boss says, okay guys, you're laid off, you don't work for this company, and that's it, because you guys are so arrogant. You refused money. We're like, we're just asking for what is worth our work. We worked for extra time, and that's how I got laid off, for asking for what really is my portion. With my co-workers, 6 of us, we got laid off, and that's why I'm here, confused, and I don't know what to do, guys. I'm just confused. I don't know what you guys think. Tell me in the comment section. I know I just want to make this video as short as possible, so guys, just let me know in the comment section what is your thought and what you think about this situation right here. I feel like, to me, it's kind of unfair, because a lot of companies are doing this to a lot of people. This is one of the hardest time in my country right now, in Kenya, because everything is being taxed, everything is just, the prices are just going high and high, and then you get laid off at this moment. You have bills to pay, you have like school fees to pay because I'm learning online, you have my family back at home in the village looking at me. For those who have been following me, they know I come from a very, very humble background, and then I'm also the firstborn, and then you get laid off. Man, it's really hard for me right now, and I don't know what to do, man. If you have any idea of anything that I can do, please also let me know in the comment section. But yo, man, it's yeah, a lot of people might think that I'm making this up, but I'm very sure my boss is gonna watch this video, and if possible he's gonna comment on this. I hope he doesn't, because you guys you will now know that this is really true. But yeah, it's really hard, man. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Have you ever had this experience, being laid off for asking what is worth for you, and for being I don't know how to say it, but yeah, you guys understand what I'm trying to mean. Yeah, so that's the update. I'll keep on updating you what's going on. I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing right now, because I don't know. I have no work, I have nothing. I'm nothing in the house, I have no food, I have nothing. Like, I'm just confused, man. I don't know. I just feel myself just talking to the camera. I just felt like I just need somebody to talk to. Because everything is not making sense for me right now. Everything's not making sense for me. So I felt like it was good for me to talk to you guys, because you guys are like family to me and will understand me, you know. I haven't even called my mom yet to tell her what is really going on in my life right now, that I got laid off, because that's gonna stress them that I got laid off and they're looking up to me. Man, it's really hard. It's really hard, man. Yeah. Anyway, guys, let me see you on the next video. I'll keep you posted, I'll keep you updated, and yeah, bye bye.